Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another podcast episode here at the Life School. I'm your host, Elona Lopari, helping individuals and companies scale their purpose and their profits. Today, I want to talk to you regarding some of the inner gifts that you might have as an entrepreneur or as a business owner, as an individual that you might not really know how to tap into, but also how to utilize these gifts in your day-to-day business. The thing that has happened today is that obviously the planet is raising their consciousness. So consumers, your potential clients, are also seeking people that are very in tune with their gifts, very in tune with their authenticity, and their energy speaks louder than their marketing messages or with their sales messages. So it's really important to understand that we're operating under different conditions as to when you compare how business was done traditionally. And these are some things that we want to keep in mind so that we, again, stand out from AI, stand out from all the content that's out there in the online spaces, but also stand out as a human being so that your energy attracts exactly the right people that are meant to work with you. Soul clients, as long as you understand how to tap into your soul wisdom, then of course you will start to also attract soul clients and soul partnerships, soul relationships, soul people on your team that will really, again, connect with you, but also more importantly, be able to serve one another at a higher level. One of the things to remember when it comes to discovering some of your inner gifts is to really understand or pay attention to or connect the dots towards things that really shine your light inside of you, things that attract you, things that when you see them, when you hear them, when you feel them, when you touch them, are things that really resonate with you. This is the first step to really starting to connect with your inner wisdom and gifts so that eventually you can start to apply it in the world. I always say that we have two jobs, meaning job number one or homework number one is to discover our gifts, and then homework number two is to use those gifts in service and contribution while we evolve and while we are creating amazing impact in the world, or do more good in the world with the gift that we have discovered. So that would be the first step. The second step is to really have a practice where you are going deep within so that you can start listening to a lot of your inner wisdom. When it comes to intuition, it comes to us in different forms. To some people, you can hear a voice. It could be your voice or somebody else's voice. You could see a vision. You can touch. You can feel the goosebumps on your skin, or you can feel different sensations on your skin when something resonates with you. Or of course, you can smell. You could smell certain things in the air. You could smell situations, you can smell energy. So those are all the ways to start to pay attention to how this information comes to you so that you know how to eventually start to apply it. The third piece of advice is to journal the stuff out, but then really pay attention to those intuitive hits. When you get the clarity on your next step and timing matches, then take action, take inspired action. The other thing with gifts is timing has to align, and we don't always know when that timing is. That's why being patient with listening to your inner wisdom is definitely part of this journey, because you can wake up to the gift, you can have clarity on your gift, but maybe you haven't really gotten clarity, intuitive clarity on what is the next step on how to apply this gift, right? Or what is the next thing that I should do with this? So pay attention and be patient as to when is the right timing so that you can start to take the next inspired action. And of course, the next inspired action will bring in more clarity. And the more clarity you get, you use that next step to continue and to keep going in your journey so that you wake up to your purpose, right? You wake up to the one thing that's really connected to your purpose, but then the patterns are repeating. And of course, the multiplication of gifts is really our own mission and purpose's way, so to speak, to be able to keep us connected in the journey so that we are really elevating and again tapping into our authenticity, especially if you're in a service-based business, But I do find working with different industries that this is pretty much all businesses operate under the same principles, because you're always dealing with other humans, and you're always the projection as onto another person, right? So you can be that projection for your team, you can be that projection for your clients, for your online communities, for your live communities, for your partnerships and all of that, right? And whatever you are projecting, of course, is going out there in the world and is impacting the attraction piece, meaning it's giving you or opening you up to attract new opportunities rather than you go to chase for them with that hard fist, with that hustle culture, with that go, go, go achieve mode, which most of us have gotten used to. This is a completely flipped way of doing business, but of course is the best. I say it's the best, but it's one of the most amazing things that I've discovered, because in this thing, not only do you achieve, but you are fulfilled, because all the things that are coming to you mean something to you, and you are completely equipped to make them happen. And there's no more comparison, there's no more competition, there's no more feeling less than. There's only abundance, there's only attraction, there's only fulfillment, all those things that we have been seeking as humans for years to be able to achieve. So I think that's kind of all I want to share with you as far as to the discovery of gifts, and also realigning and reconnected with your purpose, especially if a lot of you are going through energetically like periods of being in the dark, not being connected to things, you don't know what's happening, you're feeling frustrated, you're feeling fear. All of these things are very, very normal when it comes to really opening up the next step and the next level of things, so that you can start to connect with the newfound purpose that you have. But you will realize, is kind of what's been my experience, is that it's not new things that show up. It's really deeper. You go deeper into the things that you already knew that you were attracted to, right? So you just start remembering them, which is amazing. And a lot of the gifts that you have, just don't judge your gifts, meaning if you don't have the experience in this physical space, that you are good at that thing that you woke up to or that you're connecting with, then just trust that there's a reason why it came onto you, and you are perfectly equipped to be able to use that in service towards others. Thanks so much for watching and supporting the Life School Masterclass show. Don't forget to subscribe, leave us a review, and of course share this with your amazing friends and beautiful souls that need to hear this message. Thanks so much, and I will see you next time. Bye everybody.